Welcome back to the video 3, the last video in lesson 1, simplifying rational expressions. So if you would like to, I have problems number 5 and 6. 6 is a challenge problem. It's got 2 variables in it, but if you want to pause the video and see if you can work these by yourself, you can. Remember, the more you do by yourself, the easier it's going to be for you later on. Alright, now on number 5, we're definitely going to have to do some more slide and divide. So because I know that, I'm going to come over here and do a little bit of extra work. So I've got x squared minus 2x minus 99. Now 99 is kind of an interesting number. That's 11 and 9, so I could do a x minus 11 and an x plus 9. Does that work? Yeah, I think so. There's negative 99. And then that'll be negative 11x and positive 9x. That works, okay? And then I'm going to come back and divide by 99. Okay, now I have to reduce these fractions. So this is going to be x minus 1/9 and x plus 1/11. Alright, so I'm going to bring this up, but when I bring this up, I'm going to move those denominators over. So I'm going to have 9x minus 1, which is nice because I've got a 9x minus 1 on the bottom, and an 11x plus 1. Now it is possible for you to try to simplify and nothing ends up canceling, but you want to kind of double check that just in case you factored wrong. Alright, here, now this is a little bit different, so I'm going to try to figure out where 9x minus 1 can't equal 0, so I'm going to add 1. Can't equal 1, divide by 9. X is not allowed to be 1/9, so there's my restriction. Alright, but I am going to cancel, and because I cancel out my denominator, it's going to look just like a regular expression, but I know from before it's not. It used to be a fraction. So there's my answer. 11x plus 1, where x is not allowed to be 1/9. So it is possible to kind of cancel all of the denominator out so it doesn't look like a fraction anymore. Alright, so let's look at this challenge problem. We've got 2 variables. We've got k's and y's. Alright, so we want to find, now this is a binomial. It fits into the whole square root thing. I can take the square root, but because I have a minus, one will have to be a plus and one will have to be a minus. So the square root of k squared is k. One will be a plus, one will be a minus. The square root of y squared is y. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Over, now here, I'm thinking greatest common factor. If I pull out a greatest common factor, I'm going to end up being able to cancel here. So let's pull out a 3. We'll end up with k plus y. Okay, now, let's state our restrictions. So we know that k plus y is not allowed to be 0. So we can do this a couple different ways, but I'm pretty sure we're just going to be able to say k is not allowed to be negative y. K is not allowed to be the opposite of y. You could have y is not allowed to be negative k. Either of these are the same. You pretty much just need one of them. Doesn't matter which one. Either of them would work. Alright, but I do know that I'm going to have some canceling going on, so I'm going to have k minus y over 3. Where, and I've got my restriction in here. Now, you could also remember that because I have one denominator, I can split it up, so this could be k over 3 minus y over 3, or you could rewrite this as 1/3 k minus 1/3 y. Just know that there are going to be it is going to be possible to have a way to write things a little bit differently. So I want to go back and I want to look at a couple other examples. Now, you can't really do that with this. Can't write it differently. On number 4, you're not going to be able to break these guys up really. You kind of are. You can break up the 3x and the 2, but you can't break up the x minus 7s. So that's not going to work. So you can pull it apart, but you're going to have to keep the denominator the same. And that's going to go into lesson 3. You have some adding and subtracting. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Here, I could rewrite this one as x over x plus 3 over x. So that could be written x over x is 1. So you could see it like this. I'm fine with these, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what some of the other ones look like, or how you could rewrite it. So here, I can split this up, so this could be rewritten as x over 3x plus 12 over 3x, and you can reduce it a little bit. So this would be 1/3 plus 4 over x. So it is possible to take these pieces and break them up, and we're going to see later on that it is possible to take these pieces and smush them back together and get to something like this. This one you wouldn't break up. This is not 1 over q plus 1/3. Remember, you would have to split up the denominator, so there's only one numerator, there's nothing to split up. Okay, so that is the end of lesson 1. I want you to go and try some practice, try some all by yourself. There are other videos to watch. You do have a lesson quiz. Remember, you're trying to get an 80%. And if you have any questions, you can ask me, you can ask a classmate that's on the same lesson or has moved past. But do try to figure out and work on some simplifying rational expressions.